Lagos State government set to domesticate women's economic empowerment policy. National Human Rights Commission decries huge upsurge in right violations complaints. On the foreign scene, Israel rescues 4 hostages in Gaza. Palestinians claim 93 people killed in assault. And in sports, coach Finidi George expresses confidence in Super Eagles as team extends winless streak to 3 matches. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State government says it is set to domesticate the National Women's Economic Empowerment WEE policy for the development of women across the state. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, WAPA, Bolaji Dada, says the domestication will be done in collaboration with the Lagos State Office of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. According to her, the domestication policy is timely as women disproportionately make up a majority of the state's population in the extreme poverty stage. The commissioner says the ministry has made concerted progress in empowering women through diverse economic empowerment schemes. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, DSVA, says the woman identified in the viral video of maltreating a child has been arraigned in Court 5, Ogba Magistrate Court, Ikeja. A statement issued by the agency says the woman who allegedly dehumanized the young girl in her custody will be remanded pending the issuance of the Director of Public Prosecutions DPP legal advice. The DSVA also assures the public that the child has been placed under the care of the Lagos State Ministry of Youth and Social Development, ensuring she receives the proper care and shelter she needs. Lagos State government restates commitment to protecting the rights and well-being of children and working diligently to ensure justice is served in this case. The DSVA enjoins residents to speak up and report cases when they occur through its toll-free number 08000 333 333. Over 10 Nigerian teenage girls allegedly trafficked to Ghana for prostitution have been rescued. The chairperson of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, Abike Dabiri Iriwa, who confirmed this development, said the girls, all under the age of 18, were reportedly lured from Nigeria to Ghana by a man who has now been arrested by the police in neighboring West African country. According to the NIDCOM boss, the girls were rescued by the Nigerians in Diaspora Organization NIDO, an umbrella association for Nigerians living in Ghana. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, says the number of confirmed Lassa fever cases have increased significantly, resulting in a cumulative 162 deaths in 2024. The NCDC says the country registered 10 cases of Lassa fever cases across 4 states in 1 week, spanning 20th to 26th of May. It urged the public to adhere to recommended safety protocols and report any symptoms to local health authorities promptly. Lassa fever is an acute viral hemorrhagic that is excessive bleeding illness. And now to the rest of the stories. The National Human Rights Commission has lamented the huge upsurge in human rights violations and complaints. The Executive Secretary of the National Human Rights Commission, Anthony Ojukwu, says a total of 55,218 human rights violation complaints were received by the Commission in May. According to him, 3,149 of the complaints had to do with violation of child rights, child abduction, harmful traditional practices, child marriage, violent assault, torture, child abandonment, rape, and defilement of minors, amongst others. Ojukwu stated these while delivering his speech at the presentation of the May edition of the monthly Human Rights Dashboard in Abuja, says the Commission recorded 18 cases of rape and defilement of minors, of which 12 were children below the age of 10. Sokoto State Government has procured 40 Toyota Hilux SUVs for the newly established Community Guard Corps, in line with its commitment to bring an end to insecurity in the state. Special Advisor to the Governor on Security Matters, Akan Usen, stated this while briefing newsmen in Sokoto as part of activities marking the first anniversary of Governor Ahmed Aliyu. He stated that the state government is set to distribute 1,000 motorcycles to the Community Guard Corps. According to him, the establishment of the Sokoto State Community Guard Corps started with 13 frontline local government areas. And now to foreign news. Israeli forces have rescued 4 hostages held by Hamas since October in a raid in the central Gaza Strip, while at least 93 Palestinians were killed in airstrikes in the same area, in one of the bloodiest single incidents of the war. It was not immediately clear if the hostage rescue and the Israeli air assault were part of the same operation, but both took place in Al-Nusayrat, a densely built-up and often embattled area in the 8-month-old war between Israel and Gaza's ruling Hamas. An Israeli military spokesperson said the hostage rescue operation took place on a fire in the heart of a residential neighborhood where he said Hamas had been hiding captives among Gaza civilians on guard by armed militants. A statement by the police spokesperson Daniel Hagari said Israeli forces returned fire with airstrikes as one Israeli Special Forces soldier was killed during the operation. And now sports. Super Eagles coach Finidi George has expressed confidence his team will bounce back to top form in 2026 World Cup qualifiers after extending the winless streak to 3 matches. Finidi said even though his team dropped 2 vital points at home against main rival South Africa, the players are capable of getting their qualifying campaign back on course. Nigeria is yet to win in the World Cup qualifiers after forcing a 1-1 draw at home against South Africa on Friday in Akwa Ibom. The team is now 5th out of 6 teams in Group C, having accumulated just 3 points from many matches. Meanwhile, Nigeria faces the risk of not qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup if defeated by Benin Republic on Monday. Just before you go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms on X, Traffic Radio 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government says it is set to domesticate the National Women's Economic Empowerment (WEE) policy for the development of women across the state. The National Human Rights Commission has lamented the huge upsurge in human rights violations and complaints. We also told you that Israeli forces have rescued 4 hostages held by Hamas since October in a raid in the central Gaza Strip, while at least 93 Palestinians were killed in airstrikes in the same area in one of the bloodiest single incidents of the war. And in sports, Super Eagles coach Finidi George has expressed confidence that his team will bounce back to top form in 2026 World Cup qualifiers after extending their winless streak to 3 matches. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Iduwolaya. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon and happy weekend.